I was fully expecting a brand new mastery class to be added before the end of the year in Titan Quest 2, and hopefully we still follow along with that timeline. I just have a feeling in my gut that it's gonna happen before the end of the year. But not only the new mastery class, the Forge Master, we're also going to be getting charms as well as relics. Now, if you played Titan Quest 1, this is not going to be a brand new thing for you, but it is definitely going to spice up Titan Quest 2's itemization as well as just kind of that feeling of your gear overall. Hello, this is Idodmg and welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and talk about Titan Quest 2 Charms and Relics. Charms and relics basically are kind of like crafting. They're just items that you can attach onto your gear to get different buffs. Your charms are going to be the more common of the two, while relics are going to be more rare, and relics are going to provide more specialized buffs and some unique effects as well. Now, the charms, on the other hand, are going to be kind of to help you round out your build, kind of fill in the gaps, whether it be some stats you need for your build, maybe some resistances or defensive buffs, things like that. Now, both of these can be found anywhere in the world, but what's really cool about this, and if you played Titan Quest 1, this won't be a new concept either, but like let's say you need a charm, like a boar charm or whatever. You can go farm boars and get that charm. The other example they used was skeletons. Skeletons will drop a specific kind as well, so if you need that specific one, go farm that type of monster. Now, again, remember, they do drop anywhere in the world, but if you're farming this specific monster type, you just have a higher chance to find what you're looking for. I think this is going to be a really awesome thing because I love the world in Titan Quest 2, and I think kind of just, learning where the monsters are, and if you know there's a dense type of this monster over there, you can go farm for their type of charm and stuff like that. I think it'll make the world feel a little bit more special in that regard. I went ahead and jumped to the post here just so we can actually get some visual aids over here. So the charms and relics, again, if you played Titan Quest 1, it's very similar in the way that if you combine 3 of the same type, you can then upgrade it and get the entire relic or charm down here. So what makes these things different here, and they give us some examples in the post as well. So these are your charms. These are the more common ones. You can see increases cold damage, vitality damage. You can get one for glancing or cast speed. But look at the completion bonus on these. So back over on the cold, you can get ailment duration, and then vitality, you can get base weapon damage. This one I was like, whoa, dude, we need that. I can think of several builds with that. And then over here, you can see this one gets a completion bonus as well. But if you look at this one right here, this one says summons have increased all speed. The Forge Master is going to have some summons. Now, another thing to pay attention to here is some of these can only go on certain item slots. So if we go back to these charms here, you can see the cold damage can only go on weapons. Same with the Fang. And then these wings can go on torso or leg armor. So they all kind of have their own slots that they can go into, which I think is good. It'll help kind of adding value to specific item slots. Now, over on your relics, these ones are awesome. I literally can't wait. There's going to be 19 of these relics in there as well. So you can already see right out of the rip, these things are way stronger. You can see they have more effects on there, increased health, health regen. Then we have some negatives on here. You can see over on this one, we get attack and cast speed, 75% increased lightning damage. That's wild. And then over here, you get strike and pierce. But look, when you combine 3 of the same and you actually complete the relic, you get a completion bonus. There was one right here. Look at this one right here in the middle. The first hit on a non-boss enemy has a 5% chance to instantly kill it. I think that sounds freaking awesome. And that goes on all weapons. So maybe if you can dual wield, I don't know if you could put 2 on there, and if they'd stack, get a 10% chance, that'd be pretty freaking awesome. Then over here, whenever an enemy dies, you and your summons gain speed for 10 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. So you get it up to 25% increased speed. That one's going to be huge. I don't know how good that'd be for bosses though, unless there's tons of ads. And then this one over here, I don't even think this one was as exciting, but oh, that's right. When you're below 50% health, you gain increased total damage. And while above 50% health, you regenerate maximum health every second. So I don't know. This is only 3 of the 19 that are going to be in there. I really like the essence of Zeus's Thunderbolt. I think that'll be a really cool, really fun relic there. I have a chance to insta-kill. Another really awesome thing they're going to be adding is these charms and relics are going to have their very own inventory tab. So you're not going to have to compete for inventory space with your items. Super glad they thought of this ahead of time. I don't remember if that's how it was in Titan Quest 1 or not. It seems like you shared the inventory. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Couple other things here on Relics and Charms, just going to rattle these off for you here real quick. You can put on a charm or relic onto an item and take it back off without losing the item or the relic. So basically it's just a permanent item that you can always have for all your other characters and stuff like that. Pretty awesome. I'm assuming, I don't know if there'll be like a cost associated with removing it or adding it. I don't know, but being able to keep that item is pretty awesome. The other thing too is when they're going to be introducing these, the first iteration of these, they're only going to have the basic rarity in there. Later down the road, they're going to add more relics, they're going to add more charms, but they're also going to add more rarities that you can find as well. But the first iteration of this, just the basic rarity. They also said finding the higher rarities when they add those are going to be tied into the ritual system in the game. The ritual system is kind of how you adjust the difficulty in the game in the world. And so I feel like there's so much they could really do with that system to add on to the end game content and just, more content in general, really. So I think that'll be awesome. I wonder if they're going to do, like, if you're doing at least +5, then you have a chance to find these rarities, kind of like, what is it, Diablo 4 did with World Tiers or something like that. I kind of hope it's not that way, but, time will tell. And that's the Titan Quest 2 update with the Relics and Charms coming to the game. I think it's going to be a great addition. We're also going to be getting the new mastery with it, the Forge Master. There's so much coming, and I have a feeling it's going to be sooner than we think. So buckle up. The end of the year is among us, and it is going to be a crazy ride. I already have my plate full. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I'll have a plate full, hopefully, of turkey, potatoes, maybe some pie if I decide to get real crazy. But even more so, I have my plate full of action RPGs, roguelikes, survivor likes. I've been playing a bunch of different games right now, and it's that time of year. Thank you so much for letting me talk about the Titan Quest 2 update that's coming down the pipe. I'm really looking forward to it. If you found this video useful or entertaining, don't forget that like button and subscribe to the channel if you think I've earned it. Please consider becoming a YouTube channel member today. The support helps more than you know, but don't forget your review alone means the absolute world. As soon as you're done watching this video, go ahead and check out some of the other action RPG content here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out my Sacred 2 Remaster review video, that one's pretty hot. People seem to be enjoying it. And there's so much other action RPG content here on the channel, not just Titan Quest 2. We also have Sacred 2, Last Epoch, Grim Dawn, Path of Exile 1. The list goes on and on. So many different indie action RPGs. And lately I've been addicted to blasting a couple survivor and roguelike games. Have a look around and enjoy all the ARPG content.